Friend, I know times are strange, confusing, and heavy, but hold on tight to your faith and guard your heart. God tells us to step out from among them and be different. What I have prepared for you is beyond sight, beyond sound, beyond imagination. No eye has seen it, no ear has heard it, and no heart has conceived it. Trust me, for I am the one who prepares blessings beyond measure, and I will reveal them in my perfect time. Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Grab your gloves because we're about to pour some magic. My name is Tammy, and I'm so glad you joined the chaos with me today. Today is Coasting Through the Week Coaster Wednesday. That's a collaboration between myself and several other channels. If you have a YouTube channel and you like making things in a coaster mold, why don't you join us, my friend? You can reach out to anyone that's in the playlist, and if they can't get you in there, they'll steer you to someone that can. I'm going to be using this coaster mold today. I got a 3-pack of these in. The little cloud, this little bow, I think that's a bow, and then this heart, because I love these bubble molds. They are so beautiful. When you pull them out, the bubbles are so 3D looking, and you never know what you're going to get. I mean, they're just so beautiful. So we're going to be using this one today. I didn't want to rattle that paper in your ear. So there it is. And we're going to make a cute little angel wing trinket dish today. I'm going to show you how I make those, and maybe someone else will love to give it a try. I'm going to be using one of Ender Resin's handmade diamond molds. These are angel wings, and they are absolutely beautiful. But when we demold these, we're going to have to trim off some on the bottom to make it flat and flush to put in our coaster here. And then you can drape your rings right on top of the wings, or drape your any kind of jewelry over the wings and place anything in your little trinket dish that you'd like. I'm going to be doing this in my Octopus Fluid Alcohol inks from Laura's Art Corner. If you would love to try out Octopus inks, they are the best alcohol inks on the market. Laura is the only U.S. seller. So I will throw her link down below where you can find her shop. And you can use my discount code, which I will put right up here, and save you some money while you're there. I do get a little kickback from that, so it helps me and you out. I'm going to be using my papaya. This color is new to me. I just got it in. I'm going to be using my Sunlight and my Marigold. And then we're going to use my Enoki and then do some Wispy Woos in it after about 45 minutes after the inks have set in the resin. I'm going to be using Bond Crafter epoxy resin. It's a 1-to-1. It has a part A and a part B. I mix them both together for 5 minutes on my Resiners epoxy mixer. I'm going to use one of my crystal inlays on the back of our heart here. So we'll just put it on the back of the resin like that after the resin cures up a little bit. I do sell these in my shop in case you would like to buy them. I sell them in a set of 4. And the reason I sell them in a set of 4 is in case you do coasters. You usually have a set of 4. So that's why I sell them in a set of 4 in case you would like to do coasters. You'll have one for each coaster. And I sell them for a really great price. So if you'd like to purchase a set of them, you can find them in my shop. I'll put my link down below for my shop. That's where you can find them at. If you'll look at the top of the page after you click the link, you'll see shop, and just click shop, and it'll bring you to every one of my items that I have listed. This is just one of many ways you can use the inlays that I have. You can use them all kinds of ways. You can also search these and see how much they are. They're not cheap. So I do have them set at a really great price. Mine right here, I accidentally tore it. So I just kept that one for myself because it's not going to matter. You're not going to be able to tell that it's torn when I put it on the back of there anyway. So I just kept that one. No biggie. Not to me anyway. But I wouldn't sell one like that. Oh, let me show you all what I got from my last order that I purchased from Laura's Art Corner. I put it in a little dish here so that we could look at it together. I really want to try this. It's the Purple Spell. It's a special shimmer effects powder pigment by Lorez. I'm super excited to try that out. Does anybody have this? Let me know. And if you do, why don't you share something in my community section that you've made with it? I'd love to see it. And then I got some sparkle diamonds, the blue ones. I only have 2 other colors in these, so now I have the blue. These right here, if you don't know, they sparkle underneath the resin. When you put diamonds or anything like that in resin, you lose it. They don't show up in resin anymore. If they're clear, they're gone. Just absolutely gone. But these right here, they still sparkle and dance around underneath the resin. And what I mean by that is if you were to take these Floorcraft right here, this crushed glass, and put it in resin, it would be gone. You wouldn't be able to tell it was in there. It would just disappear. So that's what I mean with these diamonds. And even if you put a colored diamond in resin, it's going to lose the sparkle. It will not sparkle anymore. It'll just show you just a color. But these right here, they sparkle underneath the resin, just like a diamond. Isn't that cool? Then I got her Laura's. This is one of Laura's pigments. She has her own pigment line, and you get a lot in the container for your money. This is her red dahlia. I can't wait to use it. It looks beautiful. And then I got red poppy. I'm not sure what brand this is. It doesn't say. I don't know if it's one of Laura's or not. I'll have to ask her. But it's very sparkly. I don't know if the camera's picking that up or not. But most micas are sparkly. And this is Emerald Rose. And then these she gave me for little free things. It says silver. And then Iris Bloom and Emerald Rose. And then the alcohol inks I got Enzian, Woodruff, Mystery Blue, Brownie. I seen over on Resin Mess Express. She had Brownie and I was like, I don't have that one. And then I got Sun, Sweet Cherry, Emerald, Evergreen, and Red Wine. And I got something that's really exciting, my friends, that I want to share with you. I had no idea this even existed. This is called Resin Rescue, and Laura sells it in her shop. If you have any resin piece that turned yellow, you can dome it with this, and it will bring the crystal clear back to your piece. If you have old resin that's turned yellow, you can add this to it, and it will rescue the resin and take the yellow out of it. Isn't that awesome? And it's supposed to never yellow again. So I'm super excited to try that out. I mean, that right there is definitely amazing. I was wondering when they were going to come up with a product that would keep your resin piece from yellowing down the road. So this just might be it. Well, that's all I got for my order. I'm not sure if I mixed up enough resin, but I got it right here. I ran it through my Let's Resin bubble remover machine. So we're going to go ahead and spritz some alcohol in our coaster here. I'm just going to bop out the excess. And then we're going to go ahead. I wonder if I want to put something in there like some glitter. Woohoo! Shall we put some glitter? Let's see. let's add some Super Sparkle Gold. Okay, I just ran this through my bubble remover machine. I should have put this in there first. There's something in my resin. Not sure what it is. What is that? Some kind of little orange bead. No telling in this hobbit hole. Okay, that looks beautiful. So beautiful. And this is one of Laura's reflection glitters. This is my favorite collection in her shop. If you haven't tried her Super Sparkles, you definitely need to get you one because you're going to want every one of them that she has to offer. I promise you, they're magical. All right, let's go ahead and pour this. Like I said, I'm not sure how much I'm going to need, so we'll go ahead and fill our coaster up and see where we're at. Uh-oh, friends. We're gonna need some more. Let's see. Yeah, I need to put some more in there before I drop my inks. So let me mix up some more right quick and then we'll drop the inks. I'll be right back. Let's use my new bubble wand that I got from Laura. And I think you use it like this. And just pull the bubbles out. Pretty cool, huh? That was really neat. It works too. It's real real thin. See there? So it just reaches on in there and grabs the bubbles. I've got my resin here, and I've already put the glitter in there and mixed it and then ran it through my Resiner's bubble remover machine. I mean, my Let's Resin bubble remover machine. So I done it right this time. I'll go ahead and add a little bit more to this mold. Okay. And then I'm going to put some over here. But I'm not going to spritz any alcohol in this mold because this is one of the crystal molds from Into Resin. And I want it to stay as nice and get as many castings as I can out of it. So I'm not going to put any alcohol in it. It's a beautiful mold. It's one of my favorite molds. And I'm going to pour slow so that it can get in every one of those little diamond cuts. Now we're going to add the alcohol ink to it. But first, let me push some of those bubbles to the top. Okay, now I'm going to add my ink. And the reason I did that is because I'm not putting this in my pressure pot. Okay, I think that's plenty. I'm just going to take it and move it around a little bit to make sure I get the ink into every area. Now I'm going to move this over to my other table and we're going to work on this mold. And I'll show you an easy way to move your molds so you don't spill them while they're full. I just take a little cutting mat that you cut food on, lift it up a little bit, slide it under there, and now you can move it. Alright, so here we go. I'm gonna take my little tool here and just give it a little blast to pop those bubbles right on top. And now let's go ahead and drop our inks. Your white will have a little ball in there to get all your goodies off of the bottom of the little container. But your inks won't have that ball in them because you don't need one in there. And let's go in with the papaya. This one's new to me. Okay, so it's a heavier ink because it's not spreading right now. And this is Marigold. And then Sunlight. Oh, wait a minute. I think I messed up. Sun. I wanted Sun, not Sunlight. To give us 3 different, really different colors. Okay, that's all I'm going to put in. Now we're going to go in with the enoki. And I'm just going to do 3 drops of the enoki. Let's do 4. Let's do 4. Alright, we're going to let that sit for 45 minutes. I'm going to set a timer. And then we'll go in and do some wispy woos in it. Alright? Give those inks time to have a little play date together. Spread out. Do what they're going to do. And then we're going to go in and move them around a little bit. Alright. I'll see you later. I decided I'm going to go ahead and add a few drops of this Sunlight. Because I do want it to match our wings too. So I'm just going to add 2 drops. Well, 3 fell in there. Okay. I wanted to show you that I didn't want to do it so without you, so you'd see exactly what I done. Okay? I'll see you back in about 40 minutes. See you later. Okay, well, it's time to do our wispy woos. Are you ready? Alright. See, I had that timer set for 45 minutes. I was cooking and it went off, so I washed my hands and got my apron back on, and we're ready to go. I'm going to get you down a little bit, and we're just going to take the end of this. It has 2 ends to it, like a bigger end and then a smaller end. I like to do this one. Or what my favorite thing to use is, and I'm going to put that up because I just bought some more of these. This is my favorite thing to use because it's real pointy at the tip, and that's what I like. So we're just going to go ahead and move these colors around, kind of blend them in a little bit, not too much though, and I'm just staying right on the top. There we go. I think I like that. We're going to have a lot of room for our inlay to give us that crystal look to peek through on the other side. We are going to have some bubbles that are going to rise up. And there's one that's stuck down there on the bottom, so I'm just going to nudge it so it can come on to the top. And we can take care of it there. There we go. And I'm just going to keep an eye on it. When those bubbles make their way to the top, then I'm going to go ahead and take my torch right here and just hit them with the torch real quick. Because you don't want to keep that flame on these molds. It'll burn your mold, and it'll rip your mold when you demold your piece. So you definitely don't want to do nothing but one little tap. That's it. That's it. You know what I mean? Just a quick click on it. Alright, I will meet you back when it's time to put the inlay on there, which is going to be in about 1 more hour. See you later. Okay, let's go ahead and put our inlay on. Let's see here. Yep. Perfect timing. So I'm just going to take the inlay and we're going to set it right there. I'm not putting a lot of force on it. I'm just rubbing it just very gently, patting it a little bit. And where that tear is at, I'm making sure it's sitting together right. Okay, that looks good. Alright, I'll meet you back when it's time to demold everything and put it together. Oh, let's go ahead and demold these right quick. I made some more shakers. I made another turtle one. And I used, I don't remember which one of my alcohol inks I used, but I know I used the Silver Mine. But I can't remember the color purple that I used. Oh, it turned out so cute. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I put some of my little crystal squares in there. These are beautiful in resin. See them in there? And then here is the shell, our turtle's shell. It goes on there like that. And you just fill your shaker up. This one's really cute. Whoever gets this is going to have a very cute keychain. Because it'll be in one of my customers' orders. I'm going to snip this shell down just a little bit. Get it ready for when I have some more extra resin. I can go ahead and put the shell on there. Perfect, I think. Yep. There we go. Now I've got this one. Oh, that's cute. Isn't that cute? Look at that. Y'all know what's inside of there? Can you tell what it is? That is my pink pearls from Laura's Art Corner. Little flying saucers. That's what Laura calls them. Little flying saucers. As long as they don't fly away with nothing with mine, we'll be alright. So I got to fill that up. And then we have this one. I'm going to go ahead and lay those out because that's what I put in this one. It's cute. It's cute. So what I put in that one is the silver essence. They're really pretty. Real sparkly. I don't know if you can really see how sparkly they are. I don't know if the camera's really showing it. So yeah, I get those filled up and they'll go in someone's order. I have a few more over here that we have not poured. That's this one, the TV, and this one. I call this the ice cream shop. It looks like an ice cream shop to me. Does it to you? A lemonade stand, ice cream shop, something like that. So that's the 3 I have left that I was sent in Happy Mail to pour. I've poured all the other ones, I think. Yep, we've poured all the other ones. So these are the only ones I have left. Alright, I will meet you back when it's time to demold. See you later. It's demold time. Let's see what we got. Alright, let's get this out first. I'm super excited to see it. I was looking at it and I realized that I should have taken some of the ink and went up in the lip there. But I didn't do that. So I don't know what it's going to look like, friends. Let's get our inlay off. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I can't wait to see that on the other side. Hopefully we'll get a really beautiful peek of it on the other side. But I think I'm not really going to like my bubbles. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. These are a little bit hard to get up. But once you get your finger under it and don't let it loose, you can take off. There we go. Oh, it turned out beautiful. I absolutely love it. Look at those bubbles. Aren't they beautiful? They have that super sparkle reflection glitter dancing around in each bubble. Can you see that? It has reflective bits in it that are super tiny. And they just catch your eye in the best kind of way. I love it. Look at that. So pretty. I see our sparkle in the center dancing around. This turned out beautiful. What do you think? All right, now let's get our angel, our wings out. Our angel. I don't see an angel, do y'all? Let's get our wings out. These are so beautiful. I was picking bubbles, I know, for 45 minutes. I guess I just needed a little bit of time to pick bubbles because I could have threw it in my pressure pot and been done with it. My daughter has a lot of her stuff in my garage because she moved her storage building out and she's moving it to another place because they went up on the rent too much. And oh, I tell you, I didn't want to fight everything to get to my pressure pot. So here we go. They turned out beautiful. Look at that. You can find this mold at Into Resin. I'll throw the link down below if you want to go get you some of this mold. It's absolutely beautiful. You can do so many things with these wings right here. So many things. I still have many ways to use these in my book that I write down all of my ideas in. I just haven't made it to them yet. So we're going to snip off some of the wing on the bottom there. I know, what a shame. But we have to get them to sit down in our tray here. So, let's see. Trying to get them even. So I see right here, I could take that off. And it would sit perfect on there. I wonder if we should take off more. There we go. Didn't get that one too straight. I'm going to have to sand the bottom a little bit. Okay, I think I took a little bit more off of that one than this one. I got these little nippers off of Amazon, and they're absolutely wonderful. Actually, I got 2 different pair from 2 different companies because I wasn't sure which ones I was going to like. And I love them both. I'm glad I got both pair because I do different things with them. But they're really sharp. I mean, super sharp. And that's what I wanted. Okay, it's going to go something like this. Could put them inward a little bit. Like that. I think that's what I might do. Or I could put them completely out. Which way do we go, George? Which way do we go? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tack these on the tray using my UV resin and my little Let's Resin light. I like this little light because you take that off and you charge it. And it's just so nifty. And you can take this little bracket right here, and if you push the power button, you can push that up and it'll hold your light on for you, so you don't have to sit there and hold the on button. So we're going to go ahead and tack these down. I already know how I want them. I want them to come in a little bit like that. So let's go ahead and get this one tacked. And the good thing about this is if you mess up, you can just pull it off and try again until you get it just how you want it. Okay. I'll leave that like that until I get this other one up there and make sure I got them right. Nope. Got to take it off. Okay, so right about there. right, now we're going to get this one up there. Okay, I put the big light on it so it would really cure it up. So there it is. I think it turned out beautiful. So beautiful. That is a very pretty trinket dish. And you can hang your jewelry. You can hang some of your rings from here. Or necklaces, whatever. I think that's so cute. What do you think? And this is just another nifty way you can use your coaster molds. My mom just got me this ring right here for Mother's Day, or part of my Mother's Day. She got me a new Bible bag and this ring. I have my glasses on to read it. I see Jesus and a cross, but there's something small right there. I can't read it. Isn't that sad? I went and got my eyes checked. And this is my ring that's got my sister's ashes in it. I had it made. It says on the side, "Wait for me." And the black is coming off of the band. But I wear it. I never take it off. It was really neat. And I filled it myself. It has a little screw right here that you screw out. And it comes with a little teeny funnel. And you fill it up there. And I'm telling y'all, I wear it. I never take it off. I shower with it and everything. But I went and got my eyes checked. And the eye doctor said I needed the lowest reading glasses that they have, like 1.25. But he said I have just perfect vision, far off, reading far off. He said it couldn't get any better than what I have. He said I've got eagle eye vision when I'm reading far off. So that was good to hear. But yeah, I have to use the 1.25 readers when I'm reading close up. And I tell you, I find myself grabbing for those all the time. And I never dreamed I would have been in glasses. Oh, goodness. The things we go through when we get older, right? I made these beautiful inlays. That's a seashell. I don't know if I showed these to you all. And that's a butterfly. I think I might make a set of 4 seashells and a set of 4 butterflies and put them in my shop. What do you think? Let me know if you would like to see that in my shop. Also, I had people asking about sheets of crystal inlays. So I made this one, and I'm going to make a bigger one. And I'm going to place this in my shop, a few of them, in case anyone wants to buy them, and you can cut them out and do what you want. These things are so expensive, and I'm just not going to sell them really high. Because some of these prices I see for these inlays are crazy. So it will be reasonable, my friend. You can go grab it there if you want one. Like I said, I'm going to have some bigger ones in there, and you'll find them at a reasonable price. These were made with the Let's resin, 15A silicone, and it's a very, very good silicone. Very good. Okay, I have some 1 hour Promise epoxy mixed up, and we're going to throw it down in here to seal in those wings so they don't go anywhere. I don't like using that as like a dome, but I'm going to try it one more time and see what it does. Yeah, we're going to try it one more time. I'm bringing this to the nursing home anyway, so they can do it as gifts for their bingo and their games that they play. I think they'll enjoy this. And I would get y'all some videos and pictures of my friends at the nursing home, but they won't let me video them. They won't let me bring a camera, a phone, or anything in. It's just a rule that they have. So I wish I could do that, but I can't. All right, we're going to take this resin right here. This is the 1 hour Promise epoxy, and we're going to put it down in here to seal in our wings so they don't go anywhere. And this will be cured up in an hour. I hope and pray that it behaves for me this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spritz some alcohol down in here, because this stuff is notorious for bubbling up. I wonder if I have time to run it through my bubble remover machine. What do y'all think? Let's try it right quick. Okay, it's in there. I don't know what it's going to do. But if I have to put down a regular tabletop epoxy over it, I will. But we won't know if we don't do it right. So I put it on 3 minutes instead of 5. And let's see what it does. Okay, I ran it through my debubbler for 3 minutes. So let's get it down in the tray. I'm going to spritz a little bit of alcohol in there. I don't want a lot because I don't want it to start showing waves. You know what I mean? Because I don't know how close it is to curing. Take my torch here, run it through there right quick, pop any bubbles. And then I'm going to cover it. That'll keep the dust from settling on there. All right, I'll meet you back in an hour when this is fully cured and we'll check it out. Oh, I wanted to put some of these around the angel wings. So let's see. At the bottom, you know. Oh goodness, I don't want to pull it off and mess it up though. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm scared I'm going to get, I'm scared that resin's going to cure up on me. It looks like I might have to do another coat of resin in there. Oh, goodness. Because it kind of looks a little funny right there. Let's do it. I just can't leave it alone. I'll sprinkle a few of those right there by the angel wings. Okay, that's perfect. We're going to cover it, and I'll meet you back. And this is what I used. This is from Laura's Art Corner, the Fairy Dust Sparkle Glass. They're beautiful. Just beautiful. And I'll put her link down below and my discount code up here for you if you want to go check her shop out. She is also the only U.S. seller for octopus fluid inks. These inks. And these are the best inks on the market, alcohol inks that you can use in resin. They use them for all kinds of things, not just resin. Very popular ink. And very nice quality. Good Lord. I got a mess in here. I was going to put some of these in there, but I think I'm just going to leave it alone. All right, I'll see you later. Okay, it's been a little over an hour, so let's check our tray and see what we got. Okay, it did do a little bit of waviness on the top there, on the top coat. Do you see it? But it's not too bad. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave it be. But I think this is super cute. I love our little crystals down there. It looks like they are trickling off of the wings. They're just dancing around so beautifully. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. And would you make a trinket dish like this? I think it's beautiful. And here's a little view from down here. Isn't that just so pretty? So pretty. And here's the inks that I used. Marigold, Sunlight, Papaya, Sun, and then I used my Enoki as my white pigment. It gives that petri dish effect. And the Sunlight is the color I used for the wings. And then the little diamonds, once again, are right here, the Fairy Dust Sparkle from Laura's Art Corner. I'll put her link down below and my discount code up above. I hope you enjoyed this video, my friends, of another way you can use a coaster mold. Don't forget to go check my description box and you'll see a little playlist there. If you'll click that play button, it will open up everyone else's video and you can see how they are coasting through the week in a coaster mold. And it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye. And I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.